Hi guys, how you doing? Senior Gaming here and I'm bringing you Slayer Legend with how to exp fast. So if you Slayer Legend player or perhaps idle gamer, then make sure you subscribe to the channel as I post as often as possible and bring you best tips and advice. And if you enjoy what you see, then hit that like button as well. Right then guys, so in every game you will be playing, you always want to push for the next heights when it comes to your level. And this is a fully understandable. So in here, in this particular one, you actually want to get as many levels as possible and then obviously expand in the different areas. Especially that your amount of skills will be based on what level you've got. So as you see, the next slot I'm gonna unlock, I can either spend 70,000 of this premium currency or I can get to level 700 and this is your additional skill. So it's no brainer, you actually want to unlock all skills as soon as possible and then turn into different strategy, you know, maybe grinding a little bit more gold or trying to push with further stages. So in order to maximize experience in this very game, apart from your normal grind, you want to take advantage of a certain aspect. So now with a recent update in Europe, we just had a hot time added. Bear in mind this will land in your mailbox, so the moment you're gonna pretty much read and claim from that email, this will become activated. At the same time, you want to go and claim it, because if you want, within a certain time, this mail will expire and you won't be able to get these benefits. And then the second part, which is always most important if you want to maximize, it's going to be activating your scrolls. Bear in mind you can obviously watch couple ads in here to get that activated, or if you got no ad pack like myself, you will just tap on it and this will go up and running. So you obviously can squeeze it only for 2 hours a day, so it's important you're gonna pretty much combine all of these aspects together to maximize potential. So if you already got X2 experience here plus this additional boost of 300%, this is where you actually want to stack these things together. And the next things you want to look into your experience farming strategy, it's tapping onto a promotion and Slayer promotion ability. And in here obviously you're gonna have a multiple tab. I actually got one designed especially for experience and I got one where I actually push stages as well. At the moment I got some crit damage. Ideally you want to have only extra attack, but I just couldn't roll anything great and obviously you will be still depending on your resource. So set up everything for experience if you go in for this strategy as well. So at the moment as it stands, we already got 3 different aspects. So we got this promotion, we got hot time, and we're gonna activate scroll in a just second. So at the moment as you see, we pretty much with this grinding strategy, actually the experience is not bad. Pretty much with every single bunch of monsters we are pushing some of the percentage further, so it's not bad. But now actually when it comes to a good amount of experience, you will actually get that either from a training cave or closed mine. So if I'll just come back here and you see how the percentage is moving, I'm gonna actually activate all the scrolls as we speak. So now you see obviously how quickly it goes. So obviously these decimal points after a full percentage, it's actually going slightly better. But now if I'll show you, obviously we're gonna go into a adventure itself and we're gonna select a training cave. You always want to push as far as possible, but bear in mind it's also worth killing all the monsters in the dungeon itself rather than going too strong levels where you actually not gonna finish it off. So let's just sort of tap on area 65 in here, and through here we'll be able to see how much more experience we're getting. So you see the amount of experience is absolutely crazy, but the only way we're getting as much is because we have activated all of these things in the background, which now pushing this experience to absolutely new heights. Okay, so we got that. That was pretty easy. I'm gonna now try to get on 70s. I was recently sort of testing it out, so obviously some of them might still look easy, but I had some play around skills, etc., and strengthening myself, so I'm sort of still experimenting in that very area. But in here also we had no problem with, again, coming to experience. Let's just claim this level and see how quickly we are leveling up. Obviously bear in mind this very area you're gonna be limited to 2 attempts every single day, but if you do, always ensure you max out everything around it so you can squeeze a best result. And then on top of that, something that you won't be limited to as such, this will always be only depending on how many of the feathers you've got, but you can always come back. So again, because we got everything activated, we don't want to waste any more time. I'm gonna hit into floor 22nd, area 5, and always go for obviously as much as possible if you have tested it already. And in here again you will see how quickly we can level up in this very area. And obviously feathers, it's something that you will be able to grind, you'll be able to save. So I would always recommend that you will grind a little bit more feathers, because actually you will be able, after completing this very area, select, make sure you're gonna grind it for 10 times. So this way you're gonna obviously maximize these benefits. But the amount of experience you get in that is absolutely insane, and this is the fastest way to level up. So once again, we need to have a hot time if possible. We're gonna activate our buffs, we're gonna have our abilities selected for experience, and then use advantage of this adventure to get these to absolutely new heights. And as you see, we are already 25%, and this was only one attempt. And then we're getting into a final boss and completing the dungeon. Okay, so you're just gonna claim the rewards, and as mentioned, obviously we can tick that, and now you're gonna have additional entries. So you have pretty much seen how quickly experience is getting, and then we are in an ordinary grind now, where I would say this is still a very good result, but in comparison to a training area or obviously the closed mine itself, this is where these two areas on a full buff will obviously get you much more experience. And this way you're gonna obviously get to a next milestone when it comes to skills unlock. As you've seen, for me was a level 700, and then obviously we will be still farming for a very last one. But that will be it, guys. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you have, you know what to do. Smash this like button, subscribe to the channel, and as always, I'll see you next time.